and so obvious that there's an enormous disincentive for the Iraqi military to fight.
Welcome to the Moab. In military circles, it's known as the mother of all bombs. Hi, Mom.
The Moab is the largest guided weapon ever built. That is what makes it so destructive.
It's 30 feet long, and it's packed with over 18,000 pounds of high explosive.
There's the drop point.
The overall weapon weighs about 21,700 pounds.
That's 9.5 tons of sheer hell. The high explosive carries an exotic mix of tritunnel and fuel so powerful it can reduce a downtown area to dust. Its proper title is the Massive Ordnance Air Blast. And it's truly massive.
Something of that magnitude is just unbelievable.
The day it went off, it was kind of spectacular.
It's amazing.
This footage was shot from over 10 miles away, and the gas cloud throws up debris 10,000 feet into the air. The biggest conventional bomb ever built, it has the power to destroy an area of 9 city blocks. To put that incredible firepower into perspective, here's how other weapons stack up against Moab. Mortar rounds carry a charge of 2 pounds. Their effective blast radius to kill or shatter concrete is 2 yards. The howitzer round, with 20 pounds of high explosive, has a blast radius of 5 yards. A 2,000-pound bomb has a blast radius of 25 yards. That's the size of a city block. Before the arrival of Moab, the biggest conventional bomb was the notorious Blue 88, used in Vietnam. Packed with 15,000 pounds of explosive, it has a blast radius of 100 yards. But the Moab dwarfs everything. Carrying a lethal cocktail of high explosive, it has an effective blast area of 150 yards.
Good job.
To find out more about the Moab, I went to Eglin Air Force Base in West Florida. Here's where the mother of all bombs was born.
What makes Moab so incredibly destructive?
Moab is the largest guided weapon ever built.
Fred Davis is the chief designer of the Moab.
Additionally, because of the precision guidance that it employs, we're able to put that large explosive dead on to a target.
Good job.
The Moab is so destructive because it's designed to detonate above ground level, so the blast wave is thrown outwards and not into the ground. To achieve this, the Massive Ordnance Air Blast has been designed with some special features of its own. Mark Hunter, the man responsible for overseeing the Moab program, explains it all.
What makes it an airburst weapon?
When the fuses hit the ground, fuse train starts up these extenders and into the main cavity where the explosive is. So what's going to happen is the main charge here will go off before it actually impacts the ground.
And what kind of damage does an airburst do versus a ground burst?
What you're not doing is you're not digging a hole and you're not throwing up debris. What you're doing is you're causing a blast to start up about 3 feet off the ground and go out from there.
And that shock wave is one of the most valuable components about why the Moab is so effective.
That shock wave is the primary kill mechanism for the Moab, right?
The Massive Ordnance Air Blast is the biggest conventional bomb ever created. At 21,000 pounds, it can flatten an area the size of 6 Super Bowl stadiums.
Moab is a blast munition, a massive ordnance air blast, so we're focusing on the blast effects versus fragmentation, which may be a design of other munitions.
To see the effects of a blast on the human body, we conducted a series of tests. Our willing victims were fiberglass mannequins. With a special high-speed camera, we captured the anatomy of a blast. Using a fuel-air explosive, the gas is dispersed to mix with the air. Then, it's detonated, creating a massive fireball. The fireball creates the blast wave that shatters everything in its path. Of course, all this happens within a few milliseconds. Filmed at normal speed, our mannequin is shredded in the blink of an eye. This is how the Moab works. It's designed to produce the biggest blast wave ever created from a non-nuclear bomb.
Good job.
To deliver the world's biggest bomb, you're going to need a very big airplane. Something like the C-130.
C-130 is a big plane.
Very big plane.
They call it the Hercules.
So it's fitting, and the mother of all bombs goes to the Hercules.
That's great.
Basically what's going to happen is, off a C-130, much like this one, the ramps will drop down, there's a parachute that's held right up in this area here, it'll be drop out, the wind will catch the parachute, and the parachute will extract the Moab and the platform right out the back. When it comes out of that airplane, it's going to hit a precise spot. So there's a GPS receiver on board, there's an inertial navigation system on board, and a flight control computer. Basically, those are the smarts, if you will.
The Moab is fitted with lattice fins at the rear. They're linked to the Moab's own GPS system, which moves the fin, steering it to the target. It all adds up to the most lethal conventional bomb ever made. No wonder the Moab strikes fear into the hearts of the enemy. The Moab was created for one reason. It was a bomb designed to intimidate. And the target was Iraq. On the 12th of March, 3 days after the invasion of Iraq, the Moab was tested at a site 30 miles west of Eglin, Florida. This is footage from the actual test. It's the first time in history that a conventional bomb of this size had been dropped. The question is, would it work? Soaring silently through the sky, the Moab guides itself onto the target.
There's the drop point. Station cleared out. Space ready. Good job.
Bob Hastings, a seasoned weapon designer, witnessed the test.
I went to my first Moab test down at Eglin Air Force Base, and it was impressive. We were miles away, and you heard that thunderous boom.
30 miles beyond the test site, residents of Maskin also heard the blast.
I was sitting in my house and I could feel the vibration.
Right, exactly. I live about 4 blocks from you, and I felt the same thing.
Something of that magnitude is just unbelievable.
It shatters windows, or it shakes the building. Like, I live in a trailer, so I feel it a lot.
It's just that. It's the mother of all bombs.
3 days later, the Iraqis surrendered. The Moab had played its part in Saddam's downfall without ever being used.
Moab. It's not just a bomb. It's a psychological weapon. It applies pressure, not so much from its explosive blast. Its very presence acts as a deterrent from an enemy ever taking up arms in the first place.